The hidden will. When Emily Beckett's mother, Margaret, passed away suddenly, grief wrapped itself around her like a suffocating fog. The woman who had been her rock, her constant guiding light, was gone without warning. And yet, amidst the sorrow, there was a whisper of mystery, one Emily couldn't shake. Margaret had been meticulous in life, a woman who kept secrets locked away like precious jewels. But now, with the estate being settled, Emily expected clarity, the will, the inheritance, the closure. Instead, what she found was confusion. The official will was straightforward, leaving everything to Emily's older brother, Daniel. But something didn't add up. The house felt different, too quiet, almost expectant. In the quiet moments, the past seemed to press in, urging Emily to look deeper. And then came the letter, an unassuming envelope hidden beneath a false bottom in a desk drawer, a letter stamped with her mother's handwriting, addressed only to her. This wasn't in the will. What did Mom want me to see? Her hands trembled as she broke the seal. Inside, Margaret's handwriting danced across the paper, words heavy with urgency and fear. There was mention of a secret will, one that would change everything. Emily's heart raced. Was her mother hiding more than just assets? Was there a truth buried beneath the legal documents, waiting to unravel her family's carefully constructed facade? Determined to uncover the truth, Emily sought out Mr. Harris, the lawyer who had drawn up the official will. She needed answers, but what she found was resistance cloaked in polite detachment. Mr. Harris was a man of routine, steeped in law and tradition. Yet, when Emily mentioned the secret will, his demeanor shifted. A flicker of hesitation betrayed a deeper knowledge. Mr. Harris, my mother's letter mentions another will, one that wasn't filed. Why wasn't it included? Mr. Harris, Ms. Beckett, your mother was a complex woman. I can't speak to everything, but sometimes, wills go unfiled for reasons best left unspoken. The words felt like a cryptic warning. Emily pressed him, but the lawyer's walls were thick, his answers vague. It was clear something in Margaret's past had forced her to hide this will in secret. Back in her car, Emily sifted through memories, fragments of whispered arguments, distant glances between her parents, and the unexplained absence of her younger sister, Lily, who had vanished years ago without a trace. Could the hidden will be connected to that haunting loss? The pieces were beginning to form a chilling mosaic, one that threatened to shatter everything Emily believed about her family. Driven by a restless urgency, Emily scoured the home for the secret her mother had concealed. The house seemed to resist her, creaking floorboards, shadows that flickered just beyond the lamplight. It was as if the walls themselves tried to keep the past buried. Then, in the dim glow of a bedside lamp, behind a painting of a serene landscape, Emily's fingers brushed against a hidden latch. A small panel slid open, revealing a leather-bound envelope marked simply, "For Emily." With bated breath, she opened it. Inside was the secret will, its edges yellowed with age, the ink faded but legible. But this document did not mirror the official will. Instead, it named Emily the sole heir of a substantial estate and, more shockingly, made mention of a child no one knew existed. Lily, my sister, she's real. And Mom knew she was out there all alone. The will revealed that Lily had been given up for adoption when she was just a baby, an act of desperation to protect her from a man with dangerous ties. Margaret's secrecy had been a shield, guarding her family from a past she feared would destroy them. Emotions crashed over Emily, confusion, anger, and a deep sense of betrayal. Why had her mother hidden this truth? And where was Lily now? The revelation was a rupture in the fabric of her family's history, a fracture that could not easily be mended. Emily needed to confront Daniel, her brother, the inheritor who had accepted their mother's estate without question. But the conversation she feared was inevitable was laced with bitter resentment. Favored, successful, seemingly unbreakable. To him, the official will was law, the hidden one, a betrayal. Daniel, Mom left us different truths. There's a will you don't know about. Lily is real. We have a sister. You're chasing ghosts, Emily. Mom's decisions were final. You're trying to rewrite history with a fantasy. Their voices rose in the cramped cafe, the past clawing its way back to the surface with reckless abandon. Daniel's denial was a fortress, impenetrable and cold. But Emily's resolve was fierce. She would find Lily and bring her home. This confrontation was more than sibling rivalry, it was a battle for the soul of their family, a reckoning with secrets that had festered in silence for decades. With the hidden will as her compass, Emily embarked on a journey to find Lily. The trail was faint, an adoption agency that no longer existed, fragmented records, and time that had worn away many answers. The agency's current director, a woman named Claire, met Emily with cautious empathy. Together, they combed through archives, piecing together Lily's path. She was placed with a family far from here. It looks like she changed her name, tried to start anew. I just need to find her. To tell her the truth. That she's not alone. The search was grueling, filled with dead ends and whispered hopes. But Emily's determination never wavered. Every step forward pulled her deeper into the undercurrents of her mother's life, a life shadowed by sacrifice and fear. In the quiet moments between leads, Emily grappled with what she would say if she ever found Lily. Would her sister want to be found? And could the scars of the past ever heal? After months of searching, the day arrived. Emily stood beneath a canopy of dripping leaves, waiting for the sister she never knew. When Lily appeared, the world seemed to hold its breath. Two strangers linked by blood, separated by years, now poised on the brink of a new beginning. Lily's eyes held 1,000 unspoken questions, and Emily's heart ached with the weight of untold stories. Why now? After all this time? Because Mom wanted you to know. Because family isn't just about blood, it's about the truth we carry inside. Their reunion was tentative, fragile, a dance of emotions that swirled between joy and sorrow. The hidden will had not just changed the course of an inheritance, it had rewritten their lives. In that moment, Emily understood the depth of her mother's sacrifice. Margaret had hidden the will not out of malice, but protection, trying to shield them from dangers too dark to face. Emily's journey through grief, betrayal, and revelation ended not with answers neatly packaged, but with a profound understanding. The truth, no matter how painful, is the foundation upon which healing begins. Margaret's hidden will was more than a piece of paper, it was a testament to the complexity of love, sacrifice, and the consequences of secrets kept too long. As Emily closed the journal, a sense of peace settled within her. The family she thought she knew was fractured, yes, but also resilient. The legacy she would carry forward was not wealth, but the courage to uncover the truth and embrace it. Sometimes, the shadows that haunt us also guide us. And in the end, the greatest inheritance is not what we receive, but what we dare to reveal. Thank you for watching ScaredWorld. If this story moved you, please like and share. Memories rushed back as Emily saw James approach, the one person who had been by her side through all the years of silence and secrets. He was the keeper of truths she had never dared speak aloud. James had always known about Lily, her vanished sister, but had never shared the full story. The absence of Lily was a wound that had never fully healed. Emily had buried the pain, but it now gnawed at her with sharper claws. Why had her mother hidden a will, and why had Lily disappeared without a trace? The two mysteries seemed inextricably tangled. James, did Mom ever say anything about Lily? Or why she wasn't part of the family anymore? Emily, you deserve to know the whole truth. It's been eating me up inside not telling you sooner. Your mother, she made a choice that changed everything. James's words hung in the air, heavy and weighted. He revealed that Lily had been taken away by social services years ago, following a scandal involving Margaret's second husband, a man Emily barely remembered. The official story had been that Lily was sent to live with distant relatives, but James suspected there was more, much more. Emily's world tilted dangerously. She realized that beneath Margaret's meticulous facade lay a family fractured and broken, shadows twisting the edges of the truth. And now, Emily was standing at the precipice of a revelation that could either destroy her or set her free. The house held its breath, as if waiting for Emily to uncover what had been buried for decades. Each room told a story, framed photographs lined the hallway, their smiles frozen in time, a cracked mirror reflected a fractured past. Emily's eyes caught on the fireplace and ornate mantel bookcase above it. Something glinted faintly behind the row of dusty volumes. Her fingers trembling, she reached for an old, leather-bound diary. The diary belonged to Margaret. Mom, what did you hide here? As Emily flipped through the brittle pages, she discovered entries filled with raw emotion, love, regret, and a desperate desire to protect her family. Margaret wrote of a secret relationship, a child taken away in shame, and a hidden will that was meant to right past wrongs. They say the law cannot undo what society condemns, but I will try. For Lily. For my daughter who deserves to be seen, to be loved. If anything happens to me, this hidden will is her only hope. Emily's breath caught. The secret will was not just about money, it was about the recognition of a lost sister, a plea for justice, and a reckoning with a past her mother had tried desperately to conceal. Emily was no longer a grieving daughter seeking closure, she was a woman armed with truth, demanding answers. The hidden will was more than a legal document, it was the key to unlocking years of silence, lies, and betrayal. Mr. Harris, I have the diary. I have the hidden will. You knew about Lily, and you kept it from me. Why? Mr. Harris, it was never my place to interfere with family matters. Your mother asked me to keep it secret until the right time. But she feared what might happen if certain people found out. There were threats to Lily's safety. The weight of his confession was staggering. Emily realized that her mother had been protecting more than just a name on a page. She had shielded a vulnerable child from the harsh judgment of the world. Who threatened us? Emily pressed. Your stepfather, Mr. Harris admitted quietly. He had a violent temper and influence in town. Margaret feared he would harm Lily if the truth came out. Emily's heart thundered. The man she remembered vaguely now took on the shape of a monster lurking in the shadows, a man whose cruelty had forced a family apart. Mrs. Kendrick had been a lifeline for many in the town, a listener, a helper, a keeper of secrets in her own right. Emily hoped she could shed light on the darkest parts of her family's history. Mrs. Kendrick, Margaret was a brave woman, Emily. She fought hard to protect Lily, even when it cost her dearly. That house, that family, they weren't as perfect as they seemed. Mrs. Kendrick revealed that Lily had been hidden away in a foster home after her stepfather's threats escalated. Margaret had visited her in secret, but the fear always loomed until Margaret's sudden death silenced those visits. But Lily never stopped hoping to come home, Mrs. Kendrick said softly. And now, with the will, she finally can. Emily felt tears prick her eyes. The weight of years lifted slightly, there was a path forward, a chance to mend what had been broken. The moment was fragile, suspended between the pain of the past and the promise of the future. Two sisters, separated by secrets and silence, now faced each other for the first time in 20 years. Emily reached out, her voice trembling. Lily, I'm so sorry for everything. We'll fix this. Together. Lily's smile was hesitant but genuine, a flicker of light in the darkness. The hidden will had done more than change the division of an estate, it had restored a family torn apart by fear and lies. The journey had been painful and fraught with uncertainty, but Emily learned that the greatest inheritance her mother left was not wealth or property, it was the courage to confront the truth and the power to heal. The law had tried to bind the past in silence, but love and resilience had broken through the chains. Emily vowed to honor Margaret's memory not by hiding secrets, but by embracing them. We can't change what happened, but we can choose how we move forward, with honesty, with love. And so, amid the echoes of old wounds, a family began to rebuild. The hidden will was no longer a symbol of mystery and fear, but a beacon of hope, reminding us that sometimes, the deepest secrets must be brought into the light to set us free. Sometimes, the truths we fear to face hold the power to heal the deepest wounds. In embracing our past, no matter how painful, we find the strength to shape a brighter, more honest future. Love, after all, is the most enduring legacy we can leave behind.